So the lawsuits have been filed, ladies and gentlemen. Your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor, has finally filed her fair share of lawsuits with a new suit, it seems. A completely new individual who is her lawyer, who is spearheading the lawsuits against the illegal Caucus. Now, guys, we have a few things to talk about. Not only did she file her lawsuits, because we are going to cover that next video about Tiffany Henyard, the actual filed lawsuit, she also goes on the internet and she goes on the news, all the, the fake news. She goes ahead and jumps on fake news to plead her case for the 15th time with a lawyer this time. And I mean, everybody on the group just looks so defeated. Tiffany looks like she wants to cry. Keith Price looks like he's going to pass out. He's sweating, wiping his fucking forehead every 2 seconds. He's not doing well. The Dread guy, high and lost as ever. Just literally his entire presence is that. It's a whole situation, people. It's not looking good for Tiffany. Now, in the past, she's been able to survive a recall. She's been able to survive scrutiny. We will see if she's able to survive being removed from the candidate selection for being the supervisor of Thornton Township. But for now, we're going to have to see what the judge says. But again, you'll see what I'm saying in the video. I think Napoleon Harris covered all of his bases, particularly because of who Tiffany is. You go against someone like Tiffany, you're going to get sued. So you need to cover all your bases. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. It's absolutely outrageous. It's sad. It's all the above. Let's do this thing. I do need to point out, man, that this shit's hard to get through. It's not like she's talking in front of a meeting. She's trying to sound proper for the world because she's talking to the cameras. She's talking to WGN. She's talking to Channel 5. She's talking to Fox. She's talking to all these people. So we see a switch up in the energy that Tiffany has during this interview. And oh my God, it's hard to get through. Let's begin this.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming and thank you for waiting. I called this press conference just to talk about the injustice done on December 3rd as it relates to Dalton, Riverdale, Harvey, Lansing, Markham, Homewood, Phoenix.
I like how it's Lansing and she's like Lansing. Oh my God. Let me stop grabbing that low-hanging fruit. But Lansing, really? Lansing? Lord have mercy. What's up, Michael? How you doing?
Lansing, Markham, Homewood, Phoenix, Burnham, residents of Thornton Township. It saddens my heart to see such inhumane
What's up, Tyrone?
done
I appreciate you.
to our seniors who stayed outside in the cold for hours.
Wait, I think I missed something. Everybody lock in, okay? Lock in. Lock in, gang. All right.
To see such inhumane done to our seniors.
It hurt me to see such inhumane, well, she said humane and then she fixed herself, to see such inhumane done to our seniors. Listen, guys, I don't have a college degree, okay? I dropped out. I could do a better speech than this shit. I mean, I got real close. I technically graduated, but I didn't have like certain prerequisites. I went to a Catholic school, so they didn't give me my fucking diploma. So I technically graduated off of like some business bullshit. But let's just be real. Okay, you don't really got a degree. Bro, I'm telling you, a high school student in 10th grade could do better than this shit. Fuck out of here, bro.
Such inhumane done
Such
to our
inhumane.
seniors
Correct.
who stayed outside in the cold for hours waiting just for their right to vote. I stand today.
She graduated though, guys. Remember, she graduated. Okay.
As their leader, as a mom, as a resident of Thornton Township, as someone that will not stand for injustice to anyone, I stand for voters' rights. We stand for voters' rights. Today, you will hear from me, the attorneys. To my left is Max Solomon. He's the lead attorney. To my right is Angela Lockett. And we also have Trustee Darlene Gray Evers and several other residents.
Man, who the fuck is this lady? I think she enjoys saying Darlene Gray Evers, because who the fuck is this lady? I'm sorry, y'all don't see her. Oh, ma'am, who are you? What do you do? What's like? It's just always her face. She never says a word. She's just there. She's just existing. What do you do, Darlene Gray Everest, Mount Everest, Gray Everest? The fuck do you do? You know what she is? You know what she really is? She's a free vote. That's what Darlene Gray Everest, Mount Everest is. She's a free fucking vote. Just like Andrew Holmes. Andrew Holmes, this is the female. Whoa, we don't want to put that on her. She's not the female Andrew Holmes, but in terms of voting, she's the female Andrew Holmes. Let me put my hands up your asshole and control your mouth. That's, the ventriloquist, if you will.
Standing with us. Today, we are asking the courts to allow us to be heard. Today, we are asking to unmute our voices, which was muted on December 3rd at the caucus.
She's axing. She's chopping those trees down. She's over here chopping them trees down. Hold on. She doubled down on that bitch, too. Chopping them trees down. Sometimes you have to axe a few trees down, too. Sometimes they be growing in the wrong areas, and you just got to axe them down.
Today, we are asking the courts to allow us to be heard. Today, we are asking.
Sometimes you just got to, sometimes you just got to take a day out for the whole community to go out into the forest and axe some shit down. Sometimes you just got to come together. If you don't know how to use the axe, we'll teach you. Don't worry about it.
To unmute our voices, which was muted on December 3rd at the caucus.
What's up, Barbara?
I do not like dictatorship.
I do
not like a hostile takeover. I did not like what happened that evening. Everyone was there. Everyone witnessed what happened. So today I'm asking for everyone to band together with their super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, and let's stand for what's right. Let's fix what happened.
She went on Fox News, WNBC, Channel 5 News, WGN, and she literally said, your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, is axing. This shit is so sad, bro. At least have a speech. It looks like there's no speech. At least have something planned. Have something planned. Look down at your speech. I know these two lawyers, lawyer number one and then lawyer number two. You see that woman in the corner? Let me make sure y'all can see my screen. Yeah, you see that woman over there in the corner? Disappointed. You see this man right here who spent so many years in law school? Disappointed. Like, God damn, we supporting her. Will we get paid? You think she good for it? She'll probably pay her lawyers, right? She'll pay her lawyers. Let's do it. Shit is crazy.
On December 3rd. So I am going to allow for my attorney to speak because our lawsuit is filed. We filed it today. And I thank you for standing with me, Max Solomon. I thank you for being the voice of the people of Thornton Township, which we so desperately need. It's been a long time.
Emily said she brought a brand new wig for the occasion, though. I ain't gonna lie, that's a new wig, ain't it? She ain't playing no games. And she got the full red to symbolize bloodshed, to symbolize, I don't know, war. She got that red on, too. She really put that on, though. Shout her out for putting that shit on.
Coming, and today is the time to stand for what's right. Every day is the time to stand for what's right. But thank you for standing with us in this dictatorship, which we're asking for democracy, because that's what we live in, right? But that's not what was portrayed on December 3rd. As you know, the committeemen basically did so many illegal things that evening, and that's
Illegal?
what is recited in our lawsuit, and we will be heard in court. I will let you guys know when that happens, and I also was told that he don't even live in.
Honestly, she's just saying it right. It's y'all that's saying it wrong. It's not illegal. It's illegal. Okay. Sometimes you have to put the eel. You forget to put the eel in it. It's illegal. Trust me. She spent time saying this word. She's perfected it. She's done her reps saying it. If there's anybody who should be able to say illegal properly, is Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor, the people's super mayor. Okay, because she has practice in that shit.
Thornton Township. So how can you partake in the process? What we was denied is the process to be heard, which is come in and exercise our right to vote for whoever we choose or chose that evening as a candidate. We did not get the opportunity to talk or put any nominees on the floor, not one person. And that's what I mean about a dictatorship. So I'm gonna allow for Max Solomon to speak, and he can answer any questions after everyone speaks. Thank you.
And you know she's going to dump everything she had. Listen, this is Thornton Township. This is the best job she's ever going to have in her life. You guys understand that, right? I think I said this before. This is going to be the highest paying job, the best job, the most job security she's ever going to have in her entire life. I know she goes home probably kind of crying, kind of teary-eyed. She doesn't let Kamal see it. She stays in the car. She cries a little bit. Then she goes inside all strong. And then she beats him. No, let me stop. She doesn't beat Kamal. I don't know that. Okay? That's just a rumor. She doesn't beat him. But I wouldn't be surprised. You know, take it out on somebody. Let me just go home and beat my fucking boyfriend. You hear that masculine-ass voice? You know she over here beating. Anyways, I told you I wasn't going to say it. So she's not doing that. All I'm saying is she's going to put, I bet you this lawyer costs a lot. Because she's going to put every asset she has into staying in that position. This is the only thing she has, guys. Fuck that mayor position. Do you think she cares about that mayor position right now? Fuck that. Thornton Township, baby. Let's hear what Mr. Sir has to say.
Thank you, Supervisor. Good afternoon. My name is Max Solomon, Solomon. Today, at the request of the supervisor, a lawsuit was filed at the Circuit Court of Cook County, County Division. The lawsuit names Committeeman Napoleon B. Harris as a defendant, and it also names the Democrats of Thornton Township as a defendant. We're asking the courts to declare that the caucus that was held last Tuesday, December 3rd, is invalid. We're asking the courts to allow a do-over, and we're asking the courts for other relief as the court would decide. The facts are very clear, and if you need a copy of our lawsuit, please send an email that has already been provided. And again, we're standing with the supervisor on behalf of the people of Thornton Township. Let me be clear. This is not about the mayor. This
man's a whole fucking foreigner and can speak better than her. That shit be crazy, right? Shit be crazy. Where's the brother from? Where is this brother from? Maybe he's from the U.S. I don't know, but the brother sounds foreign. You got a foreigner speaking better than you, sweetie. This shit is embarrassing. I know he's a lawyer, so you know. But god damn it, Tiffany, do better. Do better. You know what would have been better is she didn't say anything at all. Look at her. Just hold that face, that beautiful pose right there. You see the pose she's holding? Look at that shit. That's what she should have did for the entire meeting. That would have been strong enough. That would have been good enough. But she had to go and open up her ignorant mouth and start talking about Darlene Gray Everest back here. You already know these two are going to be some fucking demons if they get into power. This one right here and this little quiet one right here, they're going to turn into full-on demons. Gremlins. I promise you. These two right here. These two. Anyways, it would have been better if she just didn't say anything, honestly. Because we know what she's going to say. It's on her Facebook, it's on her videos, and it's on all her meltdown live streams. We know what you're about to say. It almost watered down what he's saying because she had to go and open up her big mouth first. But anyways, let's continue. They want to ask for a redo. Honestly, I don't think Napoleon Harris did this without making sure he had all his T's crossed and his I's dotted, but we'll find out. Because this is clearly a slimy play to get her out of office.
Not about the supervisor. This is about the people of Thornton Township. And not only the people of Thornton Township. If what happened last Tuesday were to be allowed to stand, chances are it would happen in other townships. What happened last Tuesday was not fair, especially, and we named this and we mentioned this in our lawsuit,
Where's
the rules that were adopted.
Somebody let me know where bro is from. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
At that caucus, we believe they were in violation of the law,
Chief?
and we would have an opportunity before a county judge to be heard. That's all I have for now. I will yield the floor for Attorney Lockett or Mr. Price.
Thank you. Just like to say that this has been an ongoing theme with the injustice and the
Nigeria, y'all saying?
what we would term illegal acts against our super mayor, as she loves to call herself.
See, even she's taking her lightly. Come on, man. You can already tell that they're not taking her lightly. First of all, she didn't even want to speak. Back this shit up. She's like, no, I don't want to talk. Look at the eye contact. You see Henyard right here with her poked out fucking face, and you see her over here with her hands up. Are you guys watching this? Pay attention. Look, hold on. Let me make myself small again. You see the? Do you see the body language here? No, I don't want to talk. No, Tiffany's like, no. Say something. Say something. You're a black woman. You're a black woman. You're gonna make them. You're gonna make the people rise up. You're gonna make the people rise up. No, Tiffany, I don't want to. Tiffany, I'm just here for a paycheck. Tiffany, bro, this shit is so obvious. Nobody really supports this psychopath, really. Nobody actually supports her. They're clearly just here for the paycheck, but let's continue. Look at how she taps Keith Price. She's like, no, let Keith speak. Let Keith speak. I don't want to. Look at it.
The floor for Attorney Lockett or Mr. Keith Price.
She's like, I don't want to. Because you know you look stupid. You know your kids probably are watching this shit. Like, why is mommy supporting this moron? Well, kids, it's called capitalism, and mommy needs to make money. Shit is crazy. So shameful.
Or for Attorney Lockett or Mr. Keith Price.
Thank you. Just like to say that this has been an ongoing theme with the injustice and the illegal, what we would term illegal acts against our.
You have to pick up on the subtleties. What we would term illegal, because you know it's not goddamn illegal. And you know you have a representation to a representation. You know you have a reputation to kind of try and uphold. What we would term illegal. Mm-hmm. Yes, sweetheart. Continue.
Thank you. Just like to say that this has been an ongoing theme with the injustice and the illegal, what we would term illegal acts against our super mayor, as she loves to call herself.
Yeah.
But in reality, she is a black woman who is constantly being attacked by others. Now, be it because she's a woman or be it because she's African American, that we don't know. But what we know for sure is that it's unfair, it's unjust, and that we hope the courts will see it our way. Thank you.
Yeah, it's because she's too dark. She's too dark. If she was a lighter, she would get more respect. That's it. It's because she's a woman and she's dark. Man, fuck all these women trying to come into politics. These women. What's going on? It's a disgrace. A black woman? Ugh. Please. Never heard that in my life. Guys, we're not in the 1930s, okay? We're really not in the 1930s no more. They're trying to make this shit sound like we're in the 30s right now. Come on, bro.
Okay, next we're gonna allow for Keith Price to speak, and then I will conclude.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. I want to be firm in saying that the injustices that occurred started before the caucus. It started when they decided not to have a primary. That affected thousands of voters.
I love how serious Keith Price gets with this, and guess what? He is serious. He's super serious because he knows without Tiffany Henyard's bosom, he can't suckle off of the upper things in life. You're gonna go back to being a security guard. I don't know what the fuck he did in the past, but I see him as a security guard. Anyways, trust me, this speech is heartfelt for his own sake.
The Thornton Township race usually does not bring out under 13,000 voters.
This man is deep in his feelings.
To knock it down to a caucus is absurd. The night of the caucus stands
type shit.
by itself on its own merit. You all saw it, you witnessed it, you reported on it. They turned around and left hundreds out in the cold. We're just asking for...
Look at Tiffany's dumbass over there shaking her head. Just, Hand up the asshole. I know Tiffany's hands stink. Those nails have shit at the bottom of them. Them long-ass nails, crusty shit at the bottom of them. You know why? Because she's doing this every single day. Just fisting men and women, all the same. Just fisting them, shaking her head. You know she told him to say this shit. She told him to make sure to bring up such and such, such and such, and the other thing. Crusty.
Hundreds out in the cold.
Look at her face.
We're just asking for justice to be served.
She's over there type
This
shit,
should not be
type
tolerated anywhere.
Let me make myself smaller.
And really, they affected thousands of voters by even going the caucus route. I just want to thank you all, and I look for something promising out of the court system of Illinois.
Good job, Keith. Good job.
All right, next we have Ms. Catherine Moore.
You know, where the fuck is Gray Mount Everest going to speak? I need to hear Mount Everest speak because you talk about her new nickname is Mount Everest, I swear to God. She talks about Mount Everest so much. I need to hear this woman speak. Please. I just want to hear how your voice sounds, to be real.
There were so many people lined up outside, and it was so cold. That's the only thing that I really...
Girl, get the fuck out of here. Girl, who the fuck are you? Girl, who the fuck are you? We don't even know you. It was cold. Well, go get some warmer clothes. The fuck? Go to Target. They have a good sale right now.
Ms. Catherine Moore.
Catherine Moore. I don't know who the fuck that is.
There were so many people lined up outside, and it was so cold. That's the only thing that I really took note of, because they wanted to vote. They took their time to come out. We had people out there that were on oxygen masks,
God damn it.
pushing those.
My emotions are getting so high. Damn it. Give me a fucking moment. This shit's fucking me up emotionally, okay? Give me a moment. Give this woman a moment, guys, okay? Everybody give this fucking woman a moment because this shit really fucked her up. What's up, D? I see you. She's there for dramatic purposes. Fucking A.
They
Right.
took their time to come out. We had people out there that were on oxygen masks,
Type shit.
pushing those chairs with the wheels on it. Just standing out there. We were out there at 4:45.
Just dying outside. God damn it.
When we got there, there were lines of seniors out there. If most people know seniors, they do
Unjust.
not want to be out when it's dark.
Unjust.
So they were there on time.
Unjust.
They thought that they were going to vote. And I'm just hoping that the courts understand how serious this was for them to want to come out, and it was so cold.
The lack of justice
They just wanted to vote. And I saw that as such an injustice. That's all I have to say about
The
that.
lack of justice. There you go. All right,
Okay, next we have
Darlene
DeMarcus.
Mount Everest.
My name is DeMarcus.
This I love this cast, bro. I love this shit because I've been wanting to hear DeMarcus. The second most person I wanted to hear talk was DeMarcus. My boy DeMarcus. Always bro, you stop smoking the weed before the meetings. That's all I gotta tell DeMarcus. Ease off of the ganja before the meetings. You look lost, my boy. Anyways, DeMarcus is about to drop some knowledge. He's about to impart some knowledge upon this real quick. Let's hear what DeMarcus has to say.
What we seen December 3rd was a lot of dictatorship.
Type shit.
I stand for the senior as well as the youth. If we allow this to happen now, this can cause a grave danger for any elected official for the future. So with that, we stand behind Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard with this cause. Thank you.
Eloquent young man. Okay. They need to let the young man speak a little bit more. They need to let the young man speak a bit more. Maybe he could hold on, let's hear the speech. Not a single error in sight. My boy came through, bled his heart out real quick, and went back behind. All right, taking care of business. Hold on.
Okay, next we have DeMarcus.
DeMarcus, my boy.
My name is DeMarcus.
I actually fuck with DeMarcus now.
What we seen December 3rd was a lot of dictatorship. I stand.
We seen a lot of dictatorship. This nigga's stupid. I can't, bro. What we seen was a lot of dictatorship. You understand me? So let me break this down for you. I'm gonna shut up. Let's play this thing. Let's play this thing through. He's seen a lot of dictatorship though.
My name is DeMarcus. What we seen December 3rd was a lot of dictatorship. I stand for the senior as well as the youth. If we allow this to happen now, this can cause a grave danger for any elected official for the future. So with that,
for the future, yeah.
We stand behind Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard with this cause. Thank you.
All right, so I appreciate you, young man. Let's back this up real quick, though.
Super Mayor Tiffany.
God damn it, Keith Price. Damn it. Keith, get it together, brother. Get it together. Keith, we've been standing for 10 minutes, Keith. Get it together. I know you want to lean over on some real quick. Stand up straight, Keith. Come on now. I know you're sweating. Look at that. You see that bullet of sweat coming down this man? Do you see that shit? That's not camera angles. That's sweat. You understand me? In real life, it would be worse. The camera's giving him a favor right now. Keith is over here doing this big one. That's all I'm going to say. Keith is out here doing this big one. He's standing for Tiffany. No matter how hard that is, he is standing for her. I appreciate him.
Henyard with this cause. Thank you.
Wiping that shit. There you go.
All
Big
right,
dog.
I'm going to conclude with this. If you run there, you can go on social media and you'll see everything that took place the night.
Come to my channel. Come watch it. You'll see everything that took place. Come to my channel. What do you mean, Tiff? I don't think you want them to come to this channel.
Of December 3rd. Just to walk you through a quick recap.
Pay attention to Keith Price, everybody. The man is struggling. The man is heated up right now. He's warm. He's warm right now.
Of what we all witnessed. We all got there around 4:30, 4:45 for many of us. When we got there to the location, 2010 Chestnut Road.
Oh, look at that
Homewood.
forehead. Look at the forehead. I can't even focus on what she's saying no more. That man, that boy is sweating. And I know they got the AC. They don't even need to be, they probably have the AC turned off. It is winter over there in Chicago. How are you so hot? Anyways,
We was told that we could
It's
not
that
enter the building.
andropause. It's that male menopause. It's that andropause or whatever the fuck they call it. He be suffering from that shit.
We was told there was a party that was pre-planned, so that means it was premeditated, pre-planned, happening, going on. And we could not enter until 6:30. Reminding you, a caucus have already went out stating that it was taking place at 7 p.m. on that same very night. It saddens my heart because...
It saddens my heart oh, fuck, bro. Listen. Okay, all right. Deep down in my heart, I'm going to say this. I kind of want the election to go again for the sole fact that I want to see who actually rocks with this person. I really want to see who fucks with her. Now, if they successfully kick her off the ballot, she'll still do a write-in. You know, things will happen but I want to see who really fucks with Tiffany. And if they vote for her, and if she becomes the supervisor again, good for them. I really want to see because listen, the votes don't lie. Let them vote. I don't care if they're senior or young. Let them vote. If they vote for Tiffany Henyard, they deserve that girl. They deserve her. But this shit is sad. It saddens my heart. Like, what are you saying? I could get my little niece. How old is she? Damn, she's old now. She's 17. She used to be like 6. Shit's crazy. I feel old, but my niece can go up there and kill that shit. Granted, she's not a fucking moron. She's actually really smart. My niece could kill that shit. Tiffany, go sit down. Let me have my little niece go up there. How old is she? She's 17. Don't worry about it. Jesus Christ. Let's play this thing.
Why would they send a notice stating that they're not going to open the doors to 6:30? Everybody know that seniors especially come early to vote so they can go back home. And if you knew, like I know, hundreds of people was going to show up, because y'all didn't know that, huh? Because y'all painted me as bad news for quite some time, that people didn't know I was going to come with drones of buses.
Drones of buses. Listen, 2 forms of transportation. You have drone transportation, and then you have bus transportation. Which one? Do you want to fly on a drone, or do you want to come on the bus? To me personally, AG Tactical is on the wild side of life. I personally would like to fly in on a drone. That's just how I would like to do it. Miss Tiffany A. Henyard. Look at Keith Price.
People was going to show up, because y'all didn't know that, huh? Because y'all painted me as bad news for quite
Look at Keith Price.
some time, that people didn't...
You see that sweat right there? I'm pointing as if you guys could see it. Look at my cursor. You see that sweat right there? Let that man sit down, please. And give me a fucking drone so I could fly in, please.
know I was going to come with drones of buses. Drones of cars showed up to vote for Supervisor Henyard. When we all showed up, they had to stay in their cars. They had to get...
When her daughter turns 17, she's going to look at the YouTube videos and she's going to be like, damn, my mom's a stupid bitch. I kid you not. Her mom's going to look at... Her daughter's going to look at this shit when she turns 16. She's going to be like, damn, my mom was really out here wilding, wasn't she? And her friends are going to be like, yep, your mom is kind of cuckoo. She's going to have to take that L. You're giving your daughter an L. You're giving... You're pre-ordering a life-term L for your daughter. Hold this L before you even hit high school. Take that. Here's some high school trauma for you, for when you get into high school so they could tease you. Here you go. Thank you, Tiffany. Because best believe, these videos are going to get played for her daughter in high school. Appreciate you, Tiff. Miss Cookie with the 5. I appreciate that, man. I enjoy your commentary regarding the Henyard drama. I appreciate that. And shout out all my people in Chicago and shit. In the Illinois area. And thank you to Reside for the 2. That Murray's pomade finna get in his eyes. Damn, you think he probably does have that Murray's. I ain't seen a lie told, the Reside. I haven't seen a single lie told. That shit finna burn the shit out of his eyes. Let's keep it going, though. Everybody focus on the big man. He ain't even that big. I'm just being an asshole, to be real with you. But Your boy, he kind of big at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Get out of line. Some people stayed in line because they wanted to wait just to vote. They then start opening the doors about 6:45. That's about 15 minutes before the actual event starts. How are they gonna process over 500 people in 15 minutes? No way possible.
Crazy.
The only way that I entered the building or got to
She doesn't even understand that type of efficiency. She only understands chaos. How could they do that? Fuck. Efficiency is blowing my mind right now. Blowing my fucking ignoramus mind right now.
Front of the line is because a young lady, baby, got taken inside without her. So she was banging on the door saying, let her in, and making a mess, a stir up, which any parent would. So I went up to the line
that
to help
forehead,
her.
Keith.
That's how I got up.
Keith, wipe
When
that forehead.
I got up, I got in maybe, 6:50, checked in, and I proceeded to the gym room. As you can see on the tapes, you see me.
The word is droves, not drones. No, Lavea. No, it's drones, okay? This is a government official. The proper way to say it is drones of people. I don't know what they taught. I don't know what type of high school you graduated from, Lavea, but it's drones, okay? I stand with my Tiffany Henyard. It's drones. Has to be. It has to be.
In the middle of the floor, getting ready to hopefully nominate myself and my team, and anybody else should have been able to nominate themselves on the floor, and that did not happen. Once 7 o'clock hit, the committeemen started the caucus. Reminding you, hundreds of people are still outside saying, let us in, let us vote. They did not listen to anything I stated when I said.
See, y'all be laughing and shit, taking her lightly. Y'all be taking her lightly. Guess what? She gonna sue you, Lavea, for defamation. You. She's gonna sue you for defamation. You better be careful out here. Be careful. She see your name.
Hey, it's people still outside. Let them in, committeeman, let them in. Don't start the meeting till the people get in. What's the point of having a caucus if it's not going to be fair? What's the point of having a caucus if it's going to be dictatorship? What's the point of having...
We need to have some I Stand With Tiff pins or something. That shit would be the craziest merch. No reason. You stand with Tiff? What does that mean? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just this amazing mayor. It's this awesome mayor that I support. I stand with Tiff. That would be the craziest, most ironic merch. That shit would be lit. Just a big I stand with Tiff. That shit would be lit. That shit would be crazy. I bet you her supporters would start buying it too, not knowing that it's an ironic shirt.
In anything, if you're going to mute the people's voice, I stand for our voices to be heard. I stand with the people of Thornton Township.
Type shit.
I stand for righteousness. And I am asking the courts to hear our cries.
Stop.
I am asking them
I don't know why she keeps attacking the court. If I was the court, I would probably put her in jail for a few days for shouting threats at us. She's going to ask the court. Security. Get her. She's sending threats at the court and shit. I should put on the thumbnail. Tiffany Henyard threatens the court. She threatens the court to axe them as she goes on live television. That should be the title.
Take us off mute and let our voices reside throughout Thornton Township. I am asking for justice.
I'm gonna put that as the title. Tiffany Henyard threatens to axe the court. That shit is hard. That shit is tough. People are gonna be like, "What? She threatened the court?" Yeah, that's how I interpreted it. So it's not clickbait. That's how I saw it.
To be done within this injustice of Thornton Township residents. Voters' rights are at stake. It's a lot of things that happened that went wrong that evening. Gender discrimination happened. Bullying happened. Political bullying happened. Also, it's so many things to recite.
I wrote it down.
So many things happened that evening.
I might use
We recited it in our lawsuits. So I'm going to leave you with that because y'all know I could go about an hour with speaking. So I'm going to make sure that you get a copy of
That attorney is ashamed. Back it up real quick. That attorney is ashamed. That's that shameful smile. He reverted back to his 9-year-old self when she look at this man.
Could go about an hour with speaking. So I'm going to make sure that
that's that cringy smile. That man, he's just trying to survive. He's like, damn, I didn't know this speech was finna go so long. Listen, I wouldn't even trip too hard though, as long as she paying me. Listen, I represent the fucking moron. That's what I do. I'm a lawyer. I represent people. Some of them are morons, you know. As long as I get my check, I'm cool. Give me my couple $100K, I'm straight with it. I'm cool.
You get a copy of the lawsuit and make sure that you understand that this cannot and will not stand. We will stand together. I'm also asking for all mayors to join us in this movement to stand for your residents' voices throughout Thornton Township. I do know that Fitzgerald Roberts of Dixmoor is standing with me on the lawsuit. I do know that several other residents are standing. We got affidavits signed with hundreds of residents saying that they did not like what happened, that they would like a do-over, that they would like their voices to be heard, and they would like their opportunity to choose who they want in leadership. That did not happen that evening. So I'm asking the courts again to look into the injustice done to the residents of Thornton Township. We will now open the floor for questions. We'll allow Max Solomon to answer any questions that the media might have.
Max, are you saying that the rules of the caucus were changed at the last minute?
She was like, go. I'm not going to do it. Look at the subtleties. This is a group project that's really bad. They're getting a C+ right now. Look how she tells him to go because she doesn't want to answer any questions. Look at how she's like, go.
Max, are you saying that the rules of the caucus were changed?
Go. Answer them. Go get them. This is what I'm paying you for. Go answer the fucking question, you bitch. I told you you're not getting this fucking money if you don't help me out. It's very tense up there, I'm telling you. It's not all sunshine and rainbows behind the scenes with those two.
Answer any questions that the media might have.
Max, are you saying that the rules of the caucus were changed at the last minute?
I don't know that. That's not what we're saying. What I can tell you, though, is...
Man, Tiffany not pregnant. She just a thicky thick. She all right with me. She just kind of fucking annoying to exist around. But if she had a good personality, listen, she just a little thicky thick. That's all. She just a little, you know. But god damn it, that personality kills it. Run away.
That those rules, which I personally obtained a copy of, are in violation. There's a lot of things that are wrong in those rules, and it's clearly stated in our lawsuit. How the rules got there or when they were changed, I don't know. However, I got a verbal confirmation that those were the rules that were adopted that night. Well, we can define adopt.
He seems like he's on the fucking stand or something. Like she's gonna do something to him if he don't answer this shit right. This shit is crazy. Bro seems scared. Okay, Tiffany over here gave him the rundown. She told him what the fuck is going on. He's scared. He's over here.
Because it does say in the rule that it was adopted back on November 26th. And only, it's a lot that we can talk about. Our lawsuit is very clear. We would have an opportunity to iron it out in the courts, and it'll be interesting to see what happened with those rules.
DeMarcus looks like that blunt just hit. Let's look at DeMarcus. DeMarcus, did you smoke before this shit? DeMarcus, look at me. DeMarcus, let me look at you. You know, this is when grandma come and look at you. DeMarcus, let me look at you. Fuck. DeMarcus, listen, DeMarcus did his job. He said his little sentence and he cool. He's vibing now. He's cruising. He's cruising throughout the rest of the day, hoping he has a job by next year.
Those rules are very bothersome.
Are you calling for another caucus to be held?
Absolutely. That's what we're asking the courts to do. And again, it's up to the judges or the courts for the kind of relief that the judge may deem appropriate in this matter. We know that an injustice has been done. Many people were disenfranchised. Many people were out there. I was there. I observed it. I got a copy of the rules myself. I confirmed that.
DeMarcus is blazed, man. Don't get the fuck out of here, DeMarcus. DeMarcus think he's slick. That Visine not working, brother.
That it was the rules that was adopted that night. Well, again, adoption is qualified. That was the rules that they went by. And here's one thing that's very important that we need to emphasize. The caucus started at about 7, and it was over maybe 10 minutes later. That was a shocker to me. Now, I got there maybe about 7:05 thinking, oh, I'm still probably going to be standing in line trying to get in. It was over. And that's what prompted me personally to a request for a copy of the rules, because I just wanted to know what happened. So, again, to answer your question, the rules has a lot in them that the courts need to take a look at.
Has Mr. Harris had any response to
Somebody said this guy is shady. I'm not sure, though. They said another YouTuber had looked into him. I don't know. I feel like most lawyers have a shady side to them. That's nothing new to me, but, you know, if this is like his thing is to represent shitty people, well, he's found himself one. Good luck, brother. This is what you do, right? So do it good. Do it well.
Have you spoken to him at all?
No, we haven't spoken with Mr. Harris. Again, let me be clear. Mr. Harris is not being sued personally. The Democrat of Thornton Township. However, Mr. Harris is, as you know, a current state senator for the 15th district, this district, and most importantly, he is the Democrat Party committeeman who is tasked with the duty of that night. He was tasked with, according to the statute, that was his responsibility to make sure that things ran the way they should have ran. So we are naming him in his capacity as the committeeman of the Democrat Party for Thornton Township. Nothing personal.
Response from the Democratic Party of Thornton Township?
No, there hasn't been a response at all. As a matter of fact, the lawsuit was filed this morning. We're still going through the process. We're going to make sure that we serve all the parties that are named. We're going to make sure that we go through the process that are required by law. And we look forward to having our day.
I just find it funny, though. She's doing this on the news. I don't think a judge is fucking here. Okay, so they're saying they're doing this. I'm not doubting that they did it. Actually, they did do it because I have the lawsuit documents that we're going to do next. But I'm just saying, it's like, why do this in front of the news so publicly? Are you trying to get some public backing because you don't really have much of a case, or what? Like, but we're gonna get into that. We're gonna do a whole video about that. I haven't read it yet, but it's like 3 documents. So Hannibal already dropped his video, but I'm gonna basically kind of just read through it. I'm gonna try to forget what Hannibal said already and just try to do my own thing. And hopefully we find, like, you know, every time you do a different video on something, you find different things. So I'm going to go over the lawsuit myself. And it should be very interesting. So stay tuned. Make sure you check out Hannibal's video.
Supervisor Henyard, you were adamant when we spoke with you before the caucus last week that you thought you had that one. You had a lot of supporters out there. We saw the outcome. Should a judge rule in your favor and you get this redo, do you feel confident that we would see it go in your favor, or is that not what this is about? Is it about the process as a whole?
It's about the process as a whole. It's about the people. I've always stood for the people. That's why I'm called the people's mayor, the people's supervisor.
Shut the fuck up.
And that evening...
Ma'am, you coined that shit yourself. That's why I'm called the people's mayor. You think somebody was on a forum one day and they're like, man, Tiffany is so good. Man, she's like a superhero. She's like a super mayor. She's like the people's mayor. Let's start chanting that into the street. You're not the savior of the people. That's why I'm called the people's mayor. No, you call yourself that. Nobody in the world calls you that. Not even your supporters. They laugh at that stupid logo you have behind closed doors. Get a few drinks in Keith and get a few drinks in Mr. Dreadman behind her. They're talking shit about her, I promise you. The people's mayor.
I stood for the people. That's why I'm called the people's mayor.
You call yourself
that. Supervisor. And that evening, I was very confident that I will be victorious in getting a nomination because the people really do stand with me. But I was not able to display that because our voices was taken. I could not get a nomination nor nominate myself because it was the dictatorship which you all saw. And that's what I'm fighting for. Because me today, you tomorrow. If this stands...
Shut the fuck up. That doesn't even have any meaning to me anymore. That lost all fucking meaning to me now. She says that shit so much. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Does that even mean anything? Don't ask me, because I don't even know what the fuck. It's like when you say a word too many times and it loses all meaning. You today, me tomorrow. What the fuck does that mean?
Who says they're not going to do it to everybody moving forward? So the next voters' rights will be taken from them. And I don't believe in that. Our ancestors died for this very right to have a voice, to be able to speak up and say, hey, I choose you to be the mayor this evening. I choose you to be a trustee. But if you don't have the right to do that and it's taken from you, then what's the point of voting? The voter suppression I will not stand for. I want to vote. I vote every single election cycle. I've not missed one. I believe in that wholeheartedly. And I think the people of Thornton Township does.
I believe in that wholeheartedly. No, Tiffany, you're doing so well. You believe in that wholeheartedly. That means in her mind, she's seeing it as, when she's seeing the word, she's seeing it with an H, which shows how fucking stupid she is. She believes in that wholeheartedly, right? Two reasons you'll make that type of a mistake. You're a foreigner, and whole sounds like hole, like in the ground, and that makes a lot of sense to a foreigner. Let me stop screaming. That makes a lot of sense to a foreigner, or you're just fucking dumb. You grew up with the English language, and you still mentally visualize the word whole with a H. Think about that. Now, if you're a foreigner, oh, you're doing amazing. Because it sounds like that, right? English doesn't make any sense. No, you grew here, not flew here. Listen to how she says wholeheartedly.
The voter suppression I will not stand for. I want to vote. I vote every single election cycle. I've not missed one. I believe in that wholeheartedly. And I think the people of Thornton.
Did you miss it? She said it too fast. She believes in that wholeheartedly, and guess what? She's saying this shit with her heart, with her chest right now. This is how she visualizes words.
The voter suppression I will not stand for. I want to vote. I vote every single election cycle. I've not missed one. I believe in that wholeheartedly, and I think the people of Thornton Township does as well.
Me
and
too.
They believe in me, and they see what I'm going through, and they stood with me 10 toes down. There's over 500 people out there, but I couldn't display that because y'all didn't let them in. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about the Democratic organization didn't let them in. And you can see that off y'all cameras and footage and YouTubers, because it was busloads of people. We got them, whether they was from senior homes and throughout our communities. And
She's running out of breath. She's over here freaking out so hard. She's running out of breath. She's begging for that check so hard. She doesn't think that it's fair that a former NFL player who already has money is gonna make another $200K. Nah, man, that shit. No, this is for me. It's unfair. He came in with the big boys came in and started playing, and now I can't keep up.
It was great just to see the love and support. So I want to show that display on the do-over that I'm praying and hoping that the judge grants us. Anyone else?
She's gonna. Ooh, she
right.
looks like she.
And lastly, I'll say this: on that evening,
what's up, Diet Pepsi?
No matter you was with someone or against them, we all stood for what's right, which is we wanted to vote. It's a shame that that committeeman will not allow the people that he represents inside the building. Whether he thought they was going to vote against him or for him, we all was outside. And this is why the tide is changing. They all are saying, hey, we see what's going on. We see what's wrong. We want Supervisor Henyard because they saw what a dictator looks like at that moment. So I can't wait to.
Look at Keith Price, man. This man, listen. Shout out Keith Price, man. He really did a good job, bro. I honestly want him to get on a little exercise regimen. He's going to be good. He'll be good in no time. Give him 6 months. He'll be fine. He'll be looking just like our boy Deshaun or whatever the fuck his name is. Keith Price is out here working. You don't think he's working, but right now he's working. Tiffany's working because she's speaking, but Keith Price is working too. Okay, keep your eye on Keith Price, man. I'm proud of him, bro. I'm proud of him. He stayed up there the whole time, standing straight up and tall. Good job, brother.
We see what's going on. We see what's wrong. We want Supervisor Henyard.
Good job, brother.
Because they saw what a dictator looks like at that moment.
You got that.
So I can't wait.
You got that shit, brother. He got that shit. He's locked in. He's in the zone now. He's not gonna fail. There's no failing anymore. He's locked the fuck in. This shit is nothing to him at this point.
To show up and show out and show the people why I will be victorious. I will
shoulders,
come out of the dust, the flames. Right. I will be like the Robin in the night. I will be victorious. So I just can't wait to do that.
Look at her lawyer smiling. What she, I don't want to be mean with that crooked ass smile. I don't want to be mean. She cute too, you know what I'm saying? But she has a peculiar look. I ain't got nothing against no peculiar looks. I'm just saying she looks peculiar. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Beautiful woman, just peculiar. Let's continue. Shout them out.
So I will be the Phoenix.
And if the judge does not, where do you go from there? If this kind of stalls after you go through this process and it hits a wall, what next? What comes after that?
I'll take that. Mm-hmm. Well, the courts are going to have...
I completely zoned out. What was the question?
You go through this process and it hits a wall, what next? What comes after that?
Okay, cool.
I'll take that. Mm-hmm. Well, the courts are going to have an opportunity to rule on this, and whatever the courts decide, of course, is what we're going to comply with. But we believe strongly that the courts are going to...
Bro, Mount Everest didn't speak yet, bro. Who the fuck is Mount Everest? I need to find a video of Mount Everest speaking. I already have the way she sounds in my head. Every single time she calls out Darlene Mount Everest, every single time. But Darlene Mount Everest never says nothing. Never says a damn thing. Just there with the hands crossed, with her pearls. I'm very curious to know who this woman is. We need some more Mount Everest coverage. Because that's another peculiar person right there. Mary with the big... I didn't even know you were here, Mary. Shout out Mary Carter, man. Shit. Shout her out with 10 big-ass, juicy-ass memberships, man. Shout you out, Mary. I appreciate that so much. Everybody shout her out. Whoever got that free membership, man, it was all her. I appreciate you, Mary. Thank you so much. Nah, man. Shout her out, man. I appreciate you, Mary. Welcome new members. Hell yeah, man. She's been here for a minute, y'all. She's been here for over a year, man. I appreciate you, Mary. All right, let's continue.
I'm going to take a very strong look at this. Because again, this is not about an individual person. Yes, the plaintiffs may have been individual person. Yes, the plaintiff, the lead plaintiff, Supervisor Henyard, who has been, taking the leadership on all these things. She's the one leading in this fight, or in this struggle, or in this lawsuit. However, the courts understand that this needs to be looked at, and whatever the courts decide is what we're going to complain.
It would be so funny. Listen, the lawsuits have been set. They're talking to the courts or whatever. It'll be so funny to me if the court says, "Nah, fuck you. You didn't make it. You didn't make the cut, sweetie." That shit would have me dying. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. She's done it before. Like Hannibal said, she's been able to avoid a whole recall before. Avoided. Still mayor. So we'll see. Maybe she'll pull some Houdini shit. But again, I don't think Napoleon Harris would have pulled this move, not making sure everything was perfect. He knows who this woman is. If you're going against her, you know who the woman is. He knows she's a lawsuit fanatic. She's addicted to lawsuits. She loves lawsuits. He knows that. You should know that. If you didn't know that, you're stupid. And I don't think Napoleon Harris is stupid. I think he did this shit properly, zip tied, all the rules, all the little written down, small little extra things. He followed those. We will find out. But something tells me, again, he crossed his T's and he dotted his I's before he executed this plan.
Flying with.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You said she looks sad. You're damn fucking right she looks sad. The fucker is sad in a bitch right now. She's over here melting down. I'm telling you, She cries before she goes into her house, and then she takes it out on her boyfriend. She beats him up every once in a while, throws a few fists, a little unseen fist, a boop, bop. Now he's bleeding. But see, he can't say nothing because that's his queen. And she buys his, his BMW. Now, I'm not saying that's what she's doing. I'm just saying in my mind, that's what's happening. Let's make that clear. In my mind, that's what's happening. That doesn't have to be reality. I'm just saying she's beating her boyfriend because she's mad right now. Just saying. Anyways.